Hi, this is Barrett with the Greenplum Product Management Team, and today we're going to walk through how to encrypt your password when using the DDBoost plugin for Greenplum's backup and restore utilities. First, let's do a quick review of the plugin configuration file format. Let's take a look at two different configuration files. The one on the left does not have replication enabled. The one on the right does have replication enabled. As you can see, we have all the required fields. For this video, we're going to focus in on the password and password encryption fields. As you can see in these two files, password encryption is off. So now we'll go through the steps of how do we enable this encryption to work. First, we'll go through the process of installing the pgcrypto extension. This is a super simple process and will require you to install it in the Postgres database of your Greenplum cluster. So log into the Postgres database, and it's as simple as create extension pgcrypto. The extension has been created. You could validate this by doing a /df to see the functions that are present within your database. We'll now use GP Backup Manager to actually encrypt the password. So the command is gp backup_manager encrypt-password, and you're going to point to the plugin configuration file that you're going to use. And GP Backup Manager will read that file to determine how many passwords it needs to encrypt, whether it's just the primary or the primary and the replica site. Enter your data domain password. Verify your password. And now GP Backup Manager will provide you an encrypted password and the password encryption field labeled on that you'll use to update your YAML configuration file. So delete those two lines out of your file, add those two new lines into the file, save your file, and you're ready to go. Now, if you're doing this with a plugin configuration file that has replication enabled, such as the file on the right, GP Backup Manager is going to prompt you twice for passwords, one for the primary, one for the replica. And the process is the same. Enter your password, validate your password, enter your replica or remote data domain site's password, validate that one as well. And now GP Backup Manager will give you 4 lines that you'll update your configuration file with. So again, you're going to go into your configuration file, delete the password and password encryption lines, add the new ones in there. You'll also want to delete the remote password and remote password encryption lines. Copy and paste what the output was from GP Backup Manager. Paste those into your configuration file. Now you're ready to go. Another valid option here is to add those 4 lines to the bottom of the configuration file. The YAML file isn't required to be in any specific order. It only requires to have accurate field names. So you could delete the 2 fields up in the top portion of the file, delete the 2 fields in the replica portion, and add the 4 fields at the bottom, and this is a perfectly valid way to do it as well. We will now go over some basic troubleshooting, like when the pgcrypto extension is not installed, or if we're missing an encryption key, or if we face corruption with the password itself. For this example, we're going to try to encrypt the password using GP Backup Manager, but we're not going to have the pgcrypto extension installed. So I quickly drop the extension for demonstration purposes. I'll run GP Backup Manager, my encrypt password command, and you can see that GP Backup Manager will error out saying pgcrypto must be installed. Now we could recreate the extension within the Postgres database, then go back to GP Backup Manager, encrypt password command. As you can see, it now prompts us. In this example, we'll simulate what happens when you have a configuration file with valid encrypted password, but pgcrypto is no longer installed in your Postgres database. So when you run GP Backup will throw an error message stating that pgcrypto is required. And if we go back into the Postgres database and add the pgcrypto extension, you can see that GP Backup runs successfully. In this scenario, we're going to simulate if you were to move your plugin configuration file with an encrypted password to a new host. Maybe it's your DR cluster, maybe it's a QA cluster, etc. When that happens, the cluster cannot find the encryption key to unencrypt the password that you have in the file. So to get around this, you're going to need to re-encrypt your password. So you go into GP Backup Manager, run encrypt password option, copy and paste the lines, put them in your YAML file, and when you run GP Backup or GP Restore, it will work as expected. Thanks for watching. Please let us know in the comments below what topics you'd like us to cover in future videos.